Brothers, lean in. Because what I'm about to share with you isn't just theory. It's the raw psychology of relationships, of power, and of human nature itself. There's a moment in every man's life when the dynamic shifts, not when you shout, not when you slam the door, not even when you say it's over. The true shift happens the moment she realizes she no longer has control over you. The moment she knows you're gone, not physically but emotionally, spiritually, mentally. And that's when the mask cracks. That's when everything she's been hiding beneath the surface begins to reveal itself. The illusion of control. See, as long as she knows you'll always chase her, as long as she can count on your validation, your attention, your endless pursuit, she holds the upper hand. She can play hot and cold. She can test, withdraw, disappear, and reappear. Because deep down, she's certain you'll still be there when she comes back. But when that certainty disappears, when she realizes your world no longer revolves around her, when she sees that her pull doesn't reach you anymore, that's when the panic begins. And her treatment of you shifts in ways most men don't even recognize. Let's break it down. 1. Indifference. That screams at first. She'll act cold. She'll shrug. She'll say things like, "I don't care what he does," or "he was never that important anyway." But understand this, indifference, that loud is not indifference. It's anger in disguise. It's pain covered with arrogance. It's pride trying to protect a wounded ego. If she truly didn't care, she wouldn't need to announce it. That front, that whatever attitude, it's the sound of someone who realizes she's no longer in control. 2. The silent hooks. Then come the hooks. A late-night text out of nowhere. A cryptic post on social media. A mention of your name through mutual friends. These aren't accidents, they're fishing lines. She's throwing bait into the water to see if you'll bite. To check if she still has influence. Here's the paradox. The more you ignore those hooks, the deeper her obsession grows. Because nothing unsettles a woman more than a man who no longer reacts. Silence is power. 3. Happiness on display. Next she puts on a show. Suddenly she's everywhere, smiling, laughing, living her best life. New friends, new photos, new adventures. It's a performance, brother. Because here's the truth, real happiness doesn't need an audience. If she was truly content, she wouldn't feel the need to broadcast it. Her need to show it off is not about you seeing it. It's about her convincing herself. 4. Sweetness of fear. Sometimes, instead of coldness, she softens. She becomes polite, gentle, even nostalgic. She might reach out with kindness you haven't seen in months. But don't be fooled. This isn't love returning. This is fear. Fear that she's lost the grip she once had. Fear that you've detached completely. And she knows once a man truly disconnects, there's almost no way back. 5. The guilt card. When fear doesn't work, guilt takes the stage. She'll remind you of your history. After everything we had, you don't even care. Or, I can't believe you moved on so fast. But guilt is not love. Guilt is control. She doesn't miss you. She misses the version of herself that had power over you. And when you refuse to carry that guilt anymore, she feels the full weight of her loss. 6. Manipulation through others. If direct attempts fail, she'll turn indirect. You'll hear from a friend that she still talks about you. You'll see a caption online that feels a little too familiar. This isn't coincidence, it's strategy. When she can't reach you head-on, she tries to reach you sideways. And the man who has grown sees it for what it is. Manipulation disguised as nostalgia. 7. Nostalgia as strategy. She'll bring up the past, old jokes, old pictures, old memories. Remember when we... But nostalgia here isn't about reliving love. It's about survival. Because when the present feels unbearable, the past becomes her only weapon. She's trying to drag you back into the old emotional state, where she still had a hold on you. 8. Provocation for proof. and if nothing works she'll provoke you. Pick fights, throw insults, push buttons, because in her world anger still means you care. Silence means you don't. That's why provocation is her last desperate tool. If she can't win your love back, she'll settle for your rage. But the man who stays calm, who refuses to react, who lets her fire burn out against his calmness, that man wins every time. 9. Vulnerability as a weapon. Out of nowhere, she might open up. Fears, struggles, secrets. She may show you a softer side, hoping your protective instinct pulls you back. But hear me, vulnerability at this stage isn't intimacy, it's strategy. If she valued your strength before, she wouldn't need to play weak now. 10. The bite of jealousy. Here's where it gets raw. She'll start fishing for information. So, are you seeing someone? Or she'll stalk your social media, desperate to know if she's been replaced. Because the hardest pill to swallow for anyone, not just women, is realizing they're replaceable. And when she sees you thriving, admired, maybe even loved by someone else, that jealousy cuts deep. 11. Competition mode. Jealousy often turns into competition. Suddenly she's flaunting her achievements, her new relationship, her so-called upgrades. But competition is not proof of happiness, it's proof of loss. If she truly moved on, she wouldn't need to keep score. 12. Rewriting history. As the truth sinks in, she may start rewriting the past, claiming she never cared as much, or exaggerating how much she gave while you didn't. But this isn't honesty, it's ego trying to survive. She can't admit she lost a man who rose higher without her, so she twists the story to soothe herself. 13. Breadcrumbs of re-entry. Like on your old picture, a casual "Hey, how are you?" after months of silence. These breadcrumbs aren't love, they're tests. They're desperation disguised as casualness, and the man who knows his worth doesn't follow crumbs. He feasts on the life he's building. 14. The silent longing. Eventually, the noise fades, the tests, the provocations, the shows, all of it quiets down. Outwardly, she may pretend she's moved on, but inwardly, she's haunted. She watches your progress from a distance. She keeps tabs. She wonders what you're doing. Because the hardest part of loss isn't watching someone leave, it's watching them thrive without you. 15. The final shift. And here's the ultimate truth, brother. Once she knows she's truly lost you, her treatment becomes a cycle of confusion. Anger one moment, sweetness the next, nostalgia today, coldness tomorrow. It's not strategy anymore, it's disorientation. She doesn't know how to position herself in your life, because the old power dynamic is gone forever. And when she finally realizes the man she once had will never return, not because he hates her, but because he's evolved, that's when her pride gives way to regret. So what's the lesson here? Is it about punishing her, making her suffer? No, that's shallow. The real victory is this: you don't chase, you don't collapse, you don't play games. You rise, you grow, you evolve into a man so grounded, so unshakable, so focused on his mission, that her memory becomes her burden, not yours. Because in the end, the greatest revenge is not anger. It's not proving her wrong. It's peace. Peace she cannot shake. Peace she cannot touch. Peace she will remember long after you've forgotten her name.